All right, I'd like to speak to the disowned, damaged self, please. You are?
I'm a disowned, damaged self.
So what does that mean that you're disowned?
Left. Was left somewhere.
Yeah.
Without knowing how I got
Where were you left as this damaged self? Where were you put?
here. I mean, away from anything that made sense.
Yeah, yeah. You know, obviously, if you're damaged, you have to come out some way. How do you come out? How do you manifest if you're not recognized and not owned?
I guess I got to make some noise to be heard.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I guess I need to draw some attention to the fact that I'm all alone here.
That's right. Now, would you say the self is not very, not very nice to you or loving to you or accepting of you?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah. How does he treat you?
The self?
Yeah.
The higher self?
Yeah.
Just ignores me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, in your own way, how do you come out in a perverted way or a covert way?
I act out, I draw attention to myself, inflate the attention that I want on myself.
That's right.
So that somebody notices me.
Right. And how do you come out immaturely?
I get angry, I'm jealous, I'm angry.
That's right.
Aggressive.
That's right. Beautiful. So if you were owned as the damaged self, what would that mean for the self?
I guess I'd be the self at that point.
Okay, and what would you offer the self if you were owned?
Just probably stop making the noise.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me speak to the fully owned damaged self. Let me speak to that voice now.
Okay.
You are?
Fully owned, damaged self.
All right, tell me about you.
I'm okay with, I feel like my point's been made.
Mm-hmm. Would you say that you have a purpose, a function?
I had a function, I think, just to be heard. Now,
Right.
Now I think.
Well, who's the one that takes on all the damage for him?
Yeah, that would be me.
Uh-huh. So if you take on all the damage, does that mean that the rest of the self and all the other aspects of the self are undamaged?
Yeah.
That makes you what?
Makes me the scapegoat.
It does, okay. But do you do this willingly? I mean, it's your job, right? Or are you a victim?
No, it's what I do.
That's right. So if you take on all the damage, in other words, you take every bullet that's fired towards him, every insult, every rejection, every unkind word, thought that's fired towards him, if you take that all on, what does that make you?
A hero.
Oh, that makes you a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, if you're the damaged self, right, and a kind of hero, taking on all the damage, there's got to be an undamaged self over here. Because you're the damaged self, so common sense would say there's got to be an undamaged. Let me give that undamaged self a name. Let me call you the undamaged true self. May I speak to you now? The undamaged true self. You are?
I'm the undamaged true self.
All right. So what's that like?
It's pretty good.
What's so good about it?
Get to do my thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Without being?
Without being blamed for anything.
Uh-huh. And without damage. So if you sit here right now as the undamaged, the true self, tell me what that's like, just to sit here knowing that you are perfect, complete, and whole, because you've never been damaged.
Feels pretty good.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me speak now to the apex. So we've got the damaged self, we've got the undamaged self over here. Let me speak to the apex. You are?
I'm the apex.
Yeah. What is it like to include both the damaged and the true self as one?
It's free.
Yeah.
It's freedom.
It's complete freedom, isn't it? Because you are,
I am both the damaged self and the undamaged self at the same time.
yeah. So it's complete freedom. Free functioning. What's that like right now for you?
It's integrated.
Yeah, that's right. That's the word, integrated. So for a spiritual practitioner in more traditional ways, how long does it take to get to this place that you are right this moment?
Well, I mean, I think it's instant.
It is instant, isn't it?
It's instant.
But how long does it take him to get to this instant place?
I can only speak from my own experience.
Okay.
But it can take a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
It
there's
varies.
focus on, there's either rejection of either one.
That's right. So again, it's like we were saying, we can practice a long time before we have the instant awakening, but the instant awakening is instant. And there's no reason that everybody watching this film can't have a sudden instant awakening.
You know, what's beautiful about it, I think, is that it shows how from kind of a scientific point of view, to look through the left and the right brain.
That's right.
And then to kind of, by looking through both lenses and putting them together, then you can see what it's like to have a whole brain thinking in the moment.
I am glad you said that, not me, because I've been saying that, and you just said it now. So that's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. It's the left brain, right brain. Yeah. Well, thank you.